back to BUKA Street. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. You shall enjoy this recap. The Madweke family, Mr. Madweke and his second wife Ezinle, called out Ashake, the first wife. Ashake called out the children and Ezinle took the family picture. Ashake and Ezinle were really pregnant. Mr. Madweke got another wife, which happened to be the third wife, which did not really go down well with Ashake. Ashake was not really pleased with it. Ezinle had no issue with it, and she mocked Ashake because she was not ready to share house. Ezinle fell into labor. Ashake decided to tell the doctor to also do CS for her, so they're going to bring out a baby at the same time. So both Ezinle and Ashake gave birth at the same time. This very day, the battle was burned. Madweke's compound, Ezinle and Ashake were cooking from home. Yedide's daughter, Awele, and Ashake's daughter, Yedide, sighted Awele serving their father's food, and then the fight began. Even in the compound, despite the cat, they did not stop fighting. Yedide finally brought her husband home. That same day, Awele brought her husband to introduce to her father that this is her husband. Awele and Yedide decided to get married the same day due to the fact that they've always been used to competition and they've always been competing from time. They even fought again at the wedding. Awele and her husband left Otanwa town. Yedide and her mom, Ashake, was into business of amala. Yedide's mother kept on cooking. Yedide and her friends were discussing the clothes they were going to wear to Iyamra Mother's daughter's wedding, where a bus dropped and Yedide, worst nightmare, Awele, is finally back to Otanwa, which made her very shocked. She went straight to her mother and explained. Yedide said, "Mommy, my mother, Awele is finally back to Otanwa, BUKA Street to be precise. She even took a shop opposite my shop. Ha, there's trouble." Her mother Ashake said, "What's the trouble? Is it just today they started competing with them?" Ashake said, "Since they've been competing, have they ever won you?" Yedide said, "No, my mother," which made her feel a bit relaxed. Awele got to her mother's place, Ezinle, and her mother asked, why could she leave her husband's place and just come back to her place? That is very ridiculous of her. Awele tried explaining to her mother what she was facing at her husband's place and how the man has been cheating front and back on her and even she does not respect the children's presence in his cheating. And the mother said that does not even warrant her leaving her husband's place. That was she interested in disgracing her in the Ottawa village, and did she want her enemies to mock her? Awele said she does not even care, that she should imagine that her husband took Ifunaya's money and gave it to his side chick, even in her presence, and even started eating her because of the side chick, because they got in a fight with a side chick. That isn't that ridiculous? And she kept on arguing with her mom. She finally decided to go to the shop the next morning. She opened her shop and did a little decoration, add banner graphics and the likes, so it to be attractive. She sold apron with her customized name, and she could not get any customer, which made her very angry. On the other side, Ashake and Yedide started selling lots of amala, and which made her very envious of them. They saw all people rush into Iyade Alamala shop, and it got them amazed that she was making a lot of sales from the amala, and they spied on her and see what she was doing. Her children advised that she go and approach Yedide and asked her what was she doing special that made her get more customers. She disagreed and she said she will never in her life go. She said that it's her mom that is cooking. Awele got home and told her mom about it, and she said her mom should start cooking for her already. And her mom said, is she blind that she's terribly sick? When they were arguing about the conversation, her father stepped in and said, is it the competition they know in their life? They've been competing all this while. What has been their gain from the competition? They've always been losing the competition. Isn't it enough? They kept on fighting till they grew up. Mr. Madweke brought in some drugs for Ezinle to take. Ademide was so sad this day. Ademide expressed how people call him at the town where as the son of a prisoner, a killer and a murderer, which makes him feel so bad. And his sister said the same thing too, that they've been facing the same challenge, that they could not even mingle, they could not do some things in society because of the stigma their father added to their lives. Yedide explained to her children, your father is not a bad person. They should not see the situation like that. That is not a bad person. Awele kept on feeding her children the remnant from the shop since she could not get anybody to buy from her yet. The children kept on complaining about the food. Awele was looking for a daughter, Ifunaya, all to say I was the youth leader, and she warned the youth leader never to approach her children ever in his life again. Mr. Madweke called a farewell ceremony for Ademide, which happened to the Yedide's son, and they all celebrated and prayed for him to go safely. He said he was going to America. Everybody prayed for him and was very happy with this. His mother's friends came also and said some words of prayer, and they also agreed that Awele's daughter was actually going to travel as well if Funaya refused. But her grandmother and her mother said she must go, and they shared food in the community. And they also oppressing Ashake and Yedide that their daughter has gone to Canada and Canada is far better than America. And they said it's a lie. They did not do fair money for Ifunaya. They lied. It's a lie. Father Mide came with a lot of powder on her face. Her mother said, "Why is she so scary? She looks so scary." And they said that is how one of their customers, Mr. Uche, that's the culture of their doing naming ceremony for children. And she informed her mother that Awele is there. Immediately she left her food and ran to the place and put abnormal powder on her face, which made everybody like, it's too much. Why don't you do it very minimal? As Mr. Uchenna's child dedication, they also argued and started dragging the baby. Mr. Uchenna refused to let them have his baby and told them to throw both of them out of his own compound. They started fighting outside, and Awele insulted Yedide that is how her husband is in prison, that's the only thing she knows. She should go and join her husband in the jail, which made her very sad, and she reversed like a cow. Yedide called her mother to start coming to the shop that there's a lot of customers and she has not even prepared the soup yet, and the customers are waiting. The mother said she's coming, only for her to discover the door was locked on her. Yedide was waiting and she was very anxious and very tense, only for her to discover that Awele started cooking amala that very day too, which made her very sad. The father decided to break in the door so that Ashake could come out of the house, and she ran to the shop to save her daughter Yedide from the shame so that our customers won't leave the shop. Yedide customers got tired of waiting endlessly. They moved to the next shop to eat amala at Awele's shop, which made Yedide very hungry. She could not prepare the soup. She was just staring and very angry at everybody at the shop. The customers kept on moving away because they said they've been waiting for hours and they have not bring the soup. Yedide's mother finally rushed down to the shop and started rushing and making the soup already so that they could get little customers, but they could not even cover up for the day as their usual sales. Awele told her children that they said they locked the door on the grandma. How come she came out? They said maybe they saw grandpa and maybe grandpa ended up opening the door for her. Awele called her mother and told how she made lots of sales from the shop, and a neighbor of them came to give them tomato and they were very grateful for it. At their shop the next day, they had a lot of customers. Kyra and Kaiso were attending to different customers. They noticed a strange customer, and Kyra went to approach the customer. The customer gave her a little note to sell to her, only for them to discover that there's a rat and everybody was jumping all around. Yedide started saying, "First they do know they pay person. Amala this way. My amala na Yoruba amala. Na first class amala, not the regular one. No be water amala where my body prepare for you people. Amala this way." This company contracted the tailor to sew some office wear for their staffs, and the tailor came with some of her apprentices and she was shouting at them. This happened to be Ifunaya, and fortunately she noticed the presence of her cousin Ademide at Iyade Alamala's shop. There was a little drama that is a bit staged, which helped distract some of her customers, and they dropped cockroach into their meal, which chased a lot of their customers away and they didn't want to eat again. Ifunaya and Ademide hanged out and they were discussing. They said if your mother could find out that they were discussing or they met each other, they're going to freak out, and they both agreed and laughed. Awele told one of her staff to warm the soup, and she stepped out to discuss with somebody. Unknown that they have swapped off kerosene to fuel, which explodes the whole shop and the shop catch fire. Ademide was accused of stealing some more money in his office, which he did not steal. Ifunaya tried investigating on his behalf. Fadikemi called her mom and informed her mom about the fire, that she was the one that paid somebody to swap the kerosene for fuel, and then at the market they started fighting each other. She told her daughter to go to the house so that they could not get her, and she faced her sister, which happened to be Awele. So Awele and Yedide fight endlessly at the market. Mr. Madweke called them to a family meeting that why could they do such a thing, and why could Yedide burn Awele's shop. And Yedide said she was not the one, she knew nothing about it. And Mr. Madweke said that, have they ever heard their other wives argue, except for Ashake and Yedide and their daughters as well, that the one always causing trouble. Ashake encouraged Yedide to go spiritual, that they could no longer handle the matter physically anymore, that it's more than physical matter. Awale went to her mother and explained the whole situation to her. And Awale mother easily encouraged Awale to go spiritual the matter. That she could not be approaching this matter physical any longer. That she should go to a pastor or a church or something. She should go spiritual with the issue. Ifunanya returned home from Lagos and told her mom she was very tired, and her mom said, "Are you ready to disgrace me? What do you want the whole of town to say about me? Why will you bring disgrace upon me?" And she said she didn't even come alone. Moreover, she came with Ademide, that she also met Ademide in Lagos. Yedide went to Annabelle's place, while Awele went to the pastor's place on the mountain. I started praying. They kept praying. Along the way, it was the same time Yedide had gone to the mountain as instructed by Abel to perform some activities. Awele went to the church and they kept on praying. But unfortunately for Awele, they were praying for Yedide to die. Awele clothes unfortunately caught some fire. Yedide's jam too broke because she was for tempted. She wanted to take a water, which she refused to take. But along the line, she broke the rule when she wanted to pick her mother's call. Then the jam fell down from her and she said her mother has killed her. Yedide finally met her son again, Ademide, and she said the son has decided to disgrace her. That son should go ahead and hide. Ademide decided to take up his passion for singing, and Otamwa youths started liking his music, started getting concerts, and he represented very well. He got home one very day, only for him to see his father, who had a lot begun, and he was so angry. And he said, "Why will his mom Yedide accept in their home a criminal, a prisoner, a murderer that escaped from a jailbreak?" And the mother was very angry and slapped his face. Ademide ran out of the house and came back the next day to meet his mom. His mom just returned after hiding his father. Then the mother decided to explain what happened and how she was the real culprit of the sin. That Yedide came to keep her husband here at the very extreme part of Ottawa so nobody could access him or know that he is back. Awele and her mom was arguing, and her mother told her to just let go of everything and stop fighting with Yedide and Ashake, but she refused to listen. In the process of argument, her mother lost her breath and died. They all mourned her. Yedide even came when it was raining. Her mother asked why could she put her head in the rain just for somebody that is dead, and she said she came to express her condolences about her stepmom, which is late. That it's not as if they wanted her dead, even if they were fighting. Since Yedide already explained to the children what originally happened, the children decided to forgive their father and came to play with their father. Lashile was trying to get to know his children. They were discussing along the line. Ademide said he had a concert about Ottawa youth and he had to go. The concert got very violent. They started shooting and stabbing, all form of violence. Everybody scattered and the whole venue scattered. It's become an Yoruyo today. Kyra and Kaiso ran home and their mother asked where is their sister Ifunanya, only for them to discover they left their sister behind and they didn't come along with their sister. They started looking for the sister. Ademide had carried the sister Ifunanya to their father's hideout. The next day, Awele went Awele went to ask the youth leader if they've seen her daughter Ifunanya, and they said they saw Ifunanya with her cousin and they made carrying her towards the bushside. They tried tracing their footsteps and saw her daughter's shoe and traced her daughter down to the hideout, and finally got Ademide and she pushed Ademide in and saw their father Lanshile, and she said she was going to call. She made a call to the Odawa youth and they started coming violently, and she told them that she had saw somebody that break out of the jail that they're looking for, which made the youth rush down. Even when she was ready to forgive her stepsister,
JD for everything. The other one youth were already there, so there's no way she could escape, and there was no solution. They had to pretend like they were fighting as usual, and the other one came in and started searching. They found out two of them went in and they saw them, but they decided to forgive them, and they said they should run away from Otama and should ensure they do not see them. That's the end. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.